Okay, interview with Gary Setchell after Nuneaton Borough 2, Bedford Town 1. Gary, fundamentally, I really don't know where to start because we've lost the game 2-1. But anyone that sees that on paper or on the internet tonight will see, oh, it's another loss. But it wasn't, was it? It was a lot different.
I think that's our best performance of the season. But we're playing against the league leaders. They're a very good side. But our performance levels tonight, with and without the ball, were first class, and that's a tough one to take. But probably even more so because we know if we do that week in, week out, we will beat teams at this level. So that's the marker now for the lads. Discipline. I don't think we picked up a booking tonight, so discipline was good. We talked about it before the game. There was great camaraderie out there tonight. You could see the boys. This is a great place to come and play football. There's normally, obviously that's a Tuesday night, so they normally get 600-700. They're top of the league. They've got some really good players. They've got a good manager. But there was a few of them boys become men tonight. We defended one-on-one situations. We didn't boss the midfield territorially by any stretch, but we certainly was a great second in there tonight, and we stopped them a lot of their free flow and normally, and we stopped a lot of that. And Charlie and Connor first half were an absolute handful. So I think that's our best performance of the season. Right up there with probably Kings Lynn away first half, and the Kings Lynn away performance, and the first half against Kings Lynn at the Eyrie when we went in 2-0 down again. But even I think we've come out tonight and we've limited them to probably 3 or 4 shots on target, and we've had our moments as well in their final third, which we normally have. But to a man tonight, I think every one of the players was an 8 and 9 out of 10.
It says something that we actually probably, in a lot of people's opinion, performed better tonight than against Hitchin at home, didn't we? Okay, we were clinical against Hitchin, but nonetheless, the level of performance against the quality of the opposition was there tonight.
But no disrespect, obviously, to Hitchin, but these are a far better outfit than Hitchin, and that's the thing. We've got to take that level of performance against the sides in the rounders. We've got a horrid month coming up. I think we've got Alvechurch Saturday, and then we got Nuneaton, then we've got Baseford, Colville, Alvechurch again. These are all sides I'm expecting to be in around the top 8 at the end of the season. So, we are going to be on a run where that's difficult for us. But look, we can only do our best. Tonight was our best. That weren't good enough because we're playing against a top side. But if we do our best against the teams in and around us, we're going to win football matches. So the boys are on the floor in there. That's a tough one for them to take tonight. But this is probably as proud as I've been as the Bedford manager. I think real young team out there tonight, and we showed some really good quality. We showed great attitude for the job. We never let our heads drop down once, and Nuneaton know that they've been in a real game tonight.
I'm not going to say it was a mistake, but you quickly changed things up after the goal, didn't you, in terms of formation? Rotating around how you'd set up at the start of the game to a diamond system, didn't you? Was that because you addressed the issues that you saw we were being beaten in midfield, or you just realised that we needed to change?
They don't play with too many people at the top of the pitch. They play with one. They play with like a strike, and then they have a lot of like 2 or 3 number 10s, if you like. So we were just getting overrun in midfield, and obviously we was having 2 or 3 defenders marking no one. So there was too much space in front of the back 4. So there was always. I didn't know how they were going to set up because they changed to a 3-5-2 Saturday. So we started like that, knowing full well that we had a plan B with Drew going in. That weren't the goal that changed it. That was just, the way that they'd set up, and we were sort of coping with it. But we was a lot better when we made our defence. They played 4 up front at times. They had 1 on the left, 2 through the middle, and 1 on the right. All former defenders defended 1-on-1 really, really well. The only probably criticism is that we dropped off too far for the second goal. He's Chester that had 2 touches and fired it in the goal. But he's a good player. That's the first time I've seen him. I've heard a lot about him, but he's probably one of the top players in the league, to be fair.
It is just fine margins, isn't it? This is what we are learning. You get away with 8-1s last year and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This year, 2 slight slips, mistakes. Yeah. Same on Saturday. Just a few mistakes.
Yeah, but these weren't horrible big mistakes. These were fine margin mistakes, and they've got the real. They didn't have to work for the goal Saturday. They had to do a little bit tonight, but Saturday, they had probably 10, 12 chances. Tonight we've limited them to 3 or 4 chances. So listen, that's a step in the right direction. We've got to build on that for Saturday. That's another loss. We don't like losing. I don't like losing. We come accustomed to winning last year, but what would we rather? Be playing at this level, coming to places like this on a Tuesday night, or going to places like Kidlington on a Thursday night. This is where we want to be, and we'll find a feet. We're 11, 12 games in, or whatever it is. We'll be fine. But what's important now? The performance was really good tonight, and the result weren't. I said to the boys before the game, we're getting to the stage now in this month really where that's probably about more results than performances. But if we keep performing like that, we'll be fine.
And none more so than the support you did get off the fans tonight.
Unbelievable, as per usual. But they know we didn't get that sort of support Saturday, really, because we huffed and puffed a bit second half. But tonight they've seen 14 lads, 3 staff, give everything we've got for the football club. And, I think they appreciate that. They can see we're trying our best. When we're not at our best, I come out and say, I don't say any different. I'll tell you when we're bad, I'll tell you when we're good. And tonight, that was probably one of the top 3 since I've been in the football club.
3 staff there, so good to hear that Jazzy and Nat didn't do their bit as well.
They didn't have to go on, did they, tonight?
I think Jazzy went on.
Did he? Right.
Which is going to be my next question.
5 staff
about
then.
Charlie.
Yeah.
He's come off. Is he?
He just got a whack, so that's an impact. He'll be all right. Listen, he's been playing centre half for 2 years. That's a different type of running up front. That's more explosive. He's got but he's proven a handful, isn't he? He's proven a real handful. He's in the zone as well now. Me and Charlie fall out all the time. We have I can manage him. I think he's unmanageable for anyone else. But we've got this understanding where he realises I'm right all the time, but he don't. But he's proven a handful, isn't he? But his attitude's good at the minute. He's enjoying his football. No one's enjoying winning. The boys are on the floor. There's some disappointed boys in there, and there's a disappointed manager here. But like I say, don't give me that result for the rest of the season, but give me that performance, and we'll start moving in the right direction.
And on to Saturday. Love the new hat.
Yeah.
There'll be an announcement about that come the end of the week. Keep your eyes peeled about how you can get hold of yours. We didn't talk about Alvechurch on Saturday, time's up, but we will see you there at the Erie for the FA Trophy visit on Saturday, twice for Alvechurch in October. All the games in October are on sale now. Get your tickets now, bedfordeagles.net.